Hello students, in this video we will study the next chapter from your textbook, and the name of the chapter is coordinate geometry. This is your chapter number 7. Now, as you have already uh, taken some little information or some little knowledge in class 9th, but here I will revise one by one some point of class 9. First, this is your 2D plane. The horizontal line is called x-axis and the vertical line is called y-axis, and the intersection of x-axis and y-axis is called origin. Origin represented by O, and its coordinate will be 0, 0. This is the positive part of x-axis from right side from the origin, and obviously this is also x-axis and this is also y-axis. The right part from the origin is positive and the left part from the origin is negative. The upward part of y-axis is positive and downward part of y-axis is negative, and the whole 2D plane divided into 4 quadrants. The whole 2D plane, this is obviously 2D plane. The whole 2D plane is divided in 4 quadrant, like this is your first quadrant, this is your second quadrant, this is your third quadrant, and this is your fourth quadrant. So the sign of first quadrant we will study here, the sign of all the 4 quadrants one by one. First, if you have given a point like a comma b, this is the point a comma b, then what is a? A represent the distance, or a represent a number lie on x-axis, and b represent a number lie on y-axis. X-axis, obviously it is called abscissa. It is called abscissa. Abscissa, and the point which is lie on the y-axis is called ordinate. Ordinate. This is also known as x coordinate, x coordinate, and this is also known as y coordinate. So obviously a point having two different values, in which the first value is taken from x and the second value is taken from y. So using this method we will find the sign of all 4 quadrants. The sign of first quadrant is the first value from the x axis, this is the plus, and the second value is y from the y axis, this is plus. So the sign of first quadrant is plus plus, and the sign of second quadrant is the first value comes from x axis, this is minus, and the second value comes from y axis, this is plus. So the sign of second quadrant is minus plus. Obviously the third quadrant, sign of third quadrant is the first sign comes from x axis, this is minus, obviously minus, and the second comes from y axis, this is minus. So the sign of third quadrant is minus minus, and the sign of fourth quadrant is the first sign or the first number comes from x axis, this is x axis, and the sign of axis is positive, and the second number comes from y axis, obviously this is the y axis, and the sign of y axis is minus. So the sign of fourth quadrant is plus minus. Okay, the sign of first quadrant is plus plus, the sign of second quadrant is minus plus, the sign of third quadrant is minus minus, and the sign of fourth quadrant is plus minus. If in the board examination if you have question, find minus 3 comma 4, in which quadrant minus 3 comma 4 will lie, we have to find that in which quadrant minus 3 comma 4 will lie. So check the sign of both numbers. The sign of x is negative and the sign of y is positive, and minus plus lie between second quadrant, so minus 3 comma 4 lie in second quadrant, Similarly, if a question has given like this, in which quadrant minus 1 will lie, so the sign of x is minus and the sign of y is also minus, and minus minus will lie in third quadrant, so minus 1 comma minus 1 will lie in third quadrant. X axis, the point which is on x axis is called abscissa. The point not the point, the value which is lie on x axis is called abscissa, and the value which is lie on the y axis is called ordinate. Abscissa is also known as x coordinate and ordinate is also known as y coordinate. In this session we have to first study about distance formula. And which type of distance formula will be used here. The distance between 2 points, if suppose this is your 2D plane where this is your x-axis and this is your y-axis. If this is your point A having coordinate x1 and y1, and this is your another point B having the coordinate x2 and y2, so we have to find the distance between A and B. So I am going to write directly the distance formula, and the derivation is not important for the class 10th basis. So this is a little formula, this is a small formula, so I hope students will learn easily. Let a x1 y1 and b x2 y2 be 2 points in a 2D plane. In a 2D plane, I am repeating once again, this type of graph is called 2D plane, and this type of graph is called 3D plane. This is your x axis, this is your y axis, and this is your z axis, but you have to study here only on 2D plane. So let a x1 y1 and b x2 y2 be 2 points in a 2D plane. So distance of a and b, or distance between a and b, distance between a and b, ab is equal to mod under root x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. This is the symbol of mod, this is the symbol of mod, and the properties of mod is every real number will give you a positive number. Every real number, for each and every real number, the mod will give you a positive real number. Like if the value of mod 3 is 3 and the value of 3 is also 3, because the mod is used in distance formula, because of distance can never be negative. Distance always in a distance gives always a positive value. This is your number first. Number second, let a x1 y1 b x2 y2 and c x3 y3 be 3 points such that all three points are collinear. The necessary condition is if and only if. Collinear means all points lie in the same line. All points lie in the same line. Suppose this is a line. By using 3 points, we can draw a triangle. But the question is, all 3 points are collinear, means all 3 points lie in a single line. Suppose this is a line having the point A, B, and this is C. But which type or how to prove that all 3 points are collinear? The simple method is the distance of AB plus the distance of BC is equal to the distance of AC. If and only if the necessary condition is AB plus BC is equal to AC. This is the necessary condition. If all 3 points or given 3 points satisfy this condition, so we can say that given 3 points are collinear. Now see the some questions from the exercise 7.1. Exercise 7.1. The first question is, find the distance between the following pairs of points. The first number is 2, 3 and 4, and 4, 1. Let A 2, 3 and B 4, 1. We have to find the distance AB is equal to mod under root. The formula is x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. This is the first point, means x1 y1. This is the second point, is x2 y2. Put all the values of x1 y1 and x2 y2. The value of x1 is 2 minus, and the value of x2 is 4 whole square plus, and the value of y1 is 3 minus, and the value of y2 is 1 whole square. 2 minus 4 is minus 2 whole square plus, and 3 minus 1 is 2 whole square. Mod under root, the square of minus 2 is 4 and the square of 2 is also 4. This will be equal to under root 8, and this is also positive number, so we will remove the modular sign here. We will remove the modular sign here, and under root 8 can be written as 2 under root 2 unit. So the distance between A and B is 2 under root 2 unit. Now in the second question, the point has given A minus 5, 7 and B minus 1, 3. So distance of AB is equal to modulus under root x1 y1, and this is your x2 y2. Now use the directly formula x1 minus x2 whole square minus 5, and minus, this is the sign of minus, this is the sign in the formula, and this is the minus in the point, so minus and minus will be plus 1 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square, 7 minus 3 whole square. Minus 5 plus 1 is equal to minus 4 whole square plus, and 7 minus 3 is 4 whole square. The square of minus 4 is 16 and the square of 4 is 16. This is 32. This is also positive number, so remove the modular sign here. So the square root of 32 is 4 under root 2 unit. 4 under root 2 unit. Similarly, students will find the number third, distance between the point A comma B and B minus A comma minus B. In the second question, find the distance between the points 0, 0 and 36, 15. The first question is find the distance between given 2 points. Can you now find the distance between the 2 points A and B discussed in section 7.2? So this is the part of the section 7.2. Only you have to only find here the distance between the first point 0 0 and the second point 36 and 15. So in the next video we will solve the rest of the question from the exercise 7.1. Thank you for watching.